How's it howlin', Wolfpack? My name is Vin Wolf, and wow, Smash Brothers. That's a pretty hot topic right now, right? I mean, there's so many rumors going around about it. It's so popular, and so many people are talking about the things that are happening in Smash characters we may get. Stage touch-ups, differences from former iterations to the new iteration, and so much hype, so much information, so much. I want to talk about it. Especially with the roster picks on these characters, because we're in a new era of Smash Brothers. Thanks to confirmations for people like Ridley, King K. Rool, Dark Samus, it feels like every Nintendo character is on the table for consideration here. It's so obvious Sakurai is going whole hog on the fan service for this game, and it's so awesome because that has always been Smash's biggest selling point, putting characters from various games together in a fan service battle royale. It is so fan servicey that the only thing it's missing is a bikini clad character, because Japanese anime tropes. Of course, having said all that, there is the grim recognition that not everyone that we want in is going to get in. So yeah, I'm going to go down the list of some of the most popular characters that I'm seeing. I want to discuss them a little bit, what they've got going for them, what they don't have going for them, and let's just talk Smash roster. Ooh, that's so good. And of course, when you start talking about characters like this, how can you not start out with the puppet, myth, and legend, Geno? Geno, I'm 100% confident on. We're definitely getting this guy. He was a massive fan favorite who, speculatively of course, did very well on the Smash ballot. And that's really kind of a weird concept for me thinking about it. I mean, Geno was only ever in one game ever for the Super Mario RPG for the SNES. And when it comes to that console, it's not the first game people will jump to talk about. And yet here we are with Geno. And I feel like that says a lot about the character when he was just a small part of a small game and people are desiring him nonetheless. That says a lot about Geno. I think one of the strongest bits going for him is the unique moveset that he could possibly have, which apparently Sakurai agrees with me on. In an article with the Nintendo Dream magazine, Sakurai once said, Geno was actually a character I wanted to include as a fighter. He has a gun for an arm and just seemed like he'd fit absolutely perfectly into Smash. I was hoping I'd be able to put him in as far back as Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but unfortunately, that never ended up materializing. So that could have been for a couple of different reasons, whether because they were so busy with other characters and Geno just kind of got pushed to the side. Maybe Square Enix was never willing to play ball up until they introduced Cloud. Whatever the case may be, there's something important to note here is that Sakurai didn't just say Brawl, but ever since Brawl. That to me says that Geno he was hoping to put into Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U, but that never happened either. Sakurai has struck out twice with Geno. I don't see him striking out a third time. This feels like he's not just going to get in, he's going to get a priority. Sakurai is going to make sure Geno is in this game. And then there's the fact that, like Sakurai said, he has a gun for an arm. He just seems like a perfect fit into Smash Bros. With a unique moveset. And I think I have an idea as far as his moves could be for the game. Starting out, you have your standard B attack, and I feel like this would be Geno's beam attack. Now, we have a lot of characters that just charge up, store the power, and then let loose. Mewtwo, Samus, now we have Dark Samus, my favorite personal character, Lucario. There's a number of characters who have this little gimmick, and I feel like Geno should have that, but to a point. I feel like when Geno goes to charge that attack, you should hold the B, then let it rip. It shouldn't be something you can just store and go. If you can't pull the move off, or if you start charging, you need to see it through to the end and then let it go. Next, let's talk about Geno's side B attack. The Geno Whirl, throwing a light disc at an enemy, and if you time it just right, sort of like Ridley's little down B tail attack thing, with Geno's down B, I feel like that needs to be the Geno Boost. Geno Boost, for those of you who don't know, it's Geno basically, it's a buff move for your allies in the game, for the Super Mario RPG. Now, the reason I would go with this as opposed to other moves is because I see this could work very, very similar to how Cloud's limit gauge works. You charge up, and once you get a certain amount, then your moves get a special extra ability or effect. Or maybe the longer you charge it, the more damage your moves end up doing, but maybe make it harder to charge or something. I don't know. Something along those lines I think would be awesome. And finally, we have the Geno Flash. Obviously going to be the final smash. With the way that this move works, I just feel like it would make for an amazing cinematic final smash, which seems to be the running theme with final smashes now. Granted, you had Captain Falcon's final smash, which has always been cinematic, but now you have the King DDD final smash. I can't remember the name of it, but, you know, opponents get locked into a cage arena with him, he fires rockets, and then he slams them out with his hammer. That's very cinematic, it's very tasteful, it's very well done. I feel like the Geno Flash could be something similar to that. He transforms into a large cannon, and then just a large ball of energy gets shot across the screen. Or maybe not even for a cinematic feel, but maybe have it work kind of like the Inkling's Killer Whale or Mario's Final Smash, where it just shoots across the screen. Anyone who gets caught up in it is totally screwed. The only thing we're really missing here is a recovery movement, a B attack, which I feel like Mallow could come in to save the day on this one. Now, for those of you who have never played Super Mario RPG, imagine a cross between a fluffy white cloud and a marshmallow. And that's pretty much Mallow. Now, one of Mallow's big things is that he's sort of your black mage in the party. He's the guy that uses weather attack or magic attacks that are based on the weather in order to fight. And I feel like that's where the recovery move should come from. Either Mallow is used as a, you know, just a recovery tool. He grabs onto Mallow's feet, Mallow just kind of lifts him up, or maybe he just straight up steals a move from Mallow. I feel like that would make a good amount of sense. It would get a little bit more representation from the Super Mario RPG to include Mallow in some way. And just generally, a lot of people seem to like it. So that is all I really have to say about Geno. I'm excited to see that happen. Admittedly, I never got the chance to play Super Mario RPG. My first console was a PlayStation. But he has an amazing moveset potential, and it gets me excited. Even if I don't play the game he hails from, even if I don't want to play necessarily as Geno, I would love to fight a character with this kind of a moveset. It would create a challenge, it would be fun, and that's what we're looking for from Smash Brothers. I want to take a look at Geno as a whole, and just kind of give him a little chance rating, from my perspective at least. And I'm going to give Geno a 90% chance of getting in. The only reason I'm not giving him anything higher than that is because there's two big factors at play that really are working against him. First of all, there is the... well, I guess I can't really say it's the Nintendo factor I'm concerned about, because that's pretty much been nullified with the fact that Sakurai has said he has been trying for a long time to get Geno into Smash. No. If there's anything going to hold Geno back, hate to say it, but it's Square Enix. Despite the fact that Geno is on a Nintendo franchise-based game, which is, you know, Mario series, Square Enix is still the one that has control over Geno and Mallow. And if they're not willing to play ball like they did with Cloud, then that's going to be what keeps Geno out of it. And probably is the reason why we haven't seen Geno up till now. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. This is just the first video that I've really gone through the trouble to put up. I can't promise they're all going to be quite as elaborate as this, because holy crap, I spent so much time editing just like not even 9 minutes of film. And so I've got some other videos I'm going to be doing. I've got some other topics floating around. I'm not just going to be a Smash tuber. Just talking about everything from video games to movies and TV shows, and definitely going to be talking about some anime up in here and all kinds of other topics. So if you like what you saw, go ahead and click the subscribe button and then ring that bell so that next time I get a video up, you'll be aware of it. I don't know when or how long that'll take. Hopefully not as long. I'm already halfway through with my next 2 videos, actually. I've been editing them each. I don't have all the time in the world to record, and you don't want to hear the excuses. I've got more stuff coming out. My next couple videos are going to be Smash related. I've got a whole list of characters that I think could get in, and I really want to talk about them. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see y'all in the next video. But until then, stay blessed, everyone.